everyone, it's Victoria here, and I wanted to do a like how to do your menu planning, or how I do my menu planning. I usually do the menu planning the same day as I do food shopping or the day before, but this week I didn't do that. I went food shopping and then I created the menu plan, and that was because we really didn't have any food in the pantry. And I'm about to hurt these kids. This week I did food shopping and then I tried to do the menu planning, and that was only because we really didn't have any food. We just had like eggs in the fridge. We didn't even have any milk, some cheese, and then we had a little bit of bread. So I just went to the hubby. I told Leon, let's just go food shopping and then I'll do the menu planning. But on a regular week, I normally just check what we have in the pantries here and over here, and then down here there's space down here as well. Food down here, it's kind of hard to see, and then we have food down there, and that's basically how I do it. I check what we have and then I put it in this section where it says food to use this week. Really it's food what we already have, but I just leave it go, and then I'll write a list of what we then I'll write a list for the food that we need, like basically staples like cheese, bread, milk, eggs if we need it, and then I'll go over based off what we have and then try to build a menu plan based off of that. Yesterday we had tacos and taco rice with shells, and that was because we already went food shopping and I bought ground beef and the shells and the cheese sauce and all that. Normally I don't do it that way, but that's because we went food shopping, so I was able to grab everything that I needed for it. If you checked out my grocery haul, you'll see that you'll see everything that I bought for the week, and I'll have that link down in the description box as well. What I'll try to do is alternate the days that we have meat so that the food can last us a little bit longer than what it would normally would. Monday we had tacos. Today's Tuesday, so I wanted to make something different and make a new recipe. So we're gonna have chickpea patties with gravy and rice and beans, and then tomorrow, Wednesday, we'll have chicken casserole. Thursday we'll have broccoli pesto spaghetti, and then Friday is a free day because it's Friday and who wants to cook on a Friday. And then Saturday, I still have no idea what we're gonna do. It's just it says grill, but it's a question mark next to it, and I'm not sure if I want to do that. Yeah, it's basically based off of what we already have. I had tons of chickpeas from when we were supposed to make chili, but then we forgot an ingredient for the chili, so we never made chili that day. I bought chicken, but it was already marinated from the store, and I was trying to figure out a way that I can incorporate that into it. I rarely make casseroles, so I figured I'll make a casserole for Wednesday. And the kids love broccoli pesto spaghetti, so of course I had to put that in there as well. And then the kids have been asking to grill because now it's getting nicer out, so that's the reason why I put the grill there. And I always put a day that's free depending on the schedule, depending on what's going on. Sometimes it's Friday, sometimes it's not. And then I made this menu board. Basically it's a printable sheet in a frame that I got from, I believe, I want to say Kmart, but it was on clearance for like $1. And then just hang it up when it's done, and then I put the whole thing down so that the kids and hubby will know what we're having, and they can decide for themselves. Especially for Friday, they can decide if they want mac and cheese or a sandwich or something. It's up to them. I mean, I'll make it, but most likely it'll be leftovers because there's still tacos left. There's still I'll probably have chicken casserole left over and broccoli pesto spaghetti left over. And usually the kids, they like to like for tacos, they took tacos for lunch today. If they like the dinner the night before, they'll take it to school the next day. It depends on what it is, what I make, that they'll like it. I usually try to incorporate at least one brand new recipe that they haven't tried before, and that's the chickpea patties. The kids say they don't like chickpeas, but if they eat hummus, and chickpeas is hummus, and I don't understand why they say they don't like it, but yeah. The printable sheet I got from mommytracked.com. The no food waste planner I got from the I can't even talk today. The thriftycouple.com/menu planning. And then I also found this printable sheet for the kids to pick their lunch. Now they usually don't pack this much stuff because they only get like 20 minutes to eat, so it's usually a main, a fruit, and then they get a snack. Sometimes they can switch it up if they want to. Usually they take a peanut butter and jelly sandwich or a lunch meat sandwich, but I told them that I don't have a problem mixing it up with like a pasta, mac and cheese, or sushi, because the way I make my sushi, I usually make it, instead of rice, I use Akina and ranch dressing, and they can't tell the difference. And then hard-boiled eggs, since they're now into hard-boiled eggs, a burrito or quesadilla, and pizza, because I make the pizza kind of slightly different, and it's more like a pizza bite on a bagel with a little bit of cheese sauce, and then that's it, or a pesto sauce, and I'll bake it in the oven. And then there's French toast and waffles, stuff that I can, like, that's pretty easy stuff that I can make the night before, and then they can quickly pack their lunch for the next day. But yeah, I figured I would do, like, have this for the kids, or for me to figure out what to make them for lunch, because it's so hard trying to figure out what to make for lunch. And I know for them it gets boring eating peanut butter and jelly or a lunch meat sandwich every single day. And then I try to switch it up with the fruit and the snacks. This week I bought string cheese, strawberries, bananas. I also got a fruit cup that has jello and fruit mixed in it together, so it's like a snack and a fruit at the same time. And yeah, so this is pretty much how I do my menu planning. And sometimes I do forget what the kids are allergic to, so I always keep a master list of all the food that we can have, especially when it comes to fruit and veggies, because the girls can't have peas, carrots, squash, any type of squash, cantaloupe. And yeah, it's hard, but it is what it is. I mean, I try to make it work with what I have. And yeah, so I keep this here just to be on the safe side of what they can and cannot have, especially for meals too, because since we can't have peas, it makes it kind of harder to do meals, because peas is like a huge staple in the kids' life. And yeah, so I usually do it that way. And then for Sunday, I decided, the kids asked to do a kind of like a family dinner, because everybody had plans to do their own thing for Easter Sunday. So for Easter Sunday, I decided I would do baked mac and cheese, rice and beans, fried chicken, and Brussels sprouts, which is pretty easy, which will be another fried item. And since it's like a special day for, you know, it's like a holiday type of thing, or a special occasion, I'll make the fried chicken because that's what they asked for. And since I hardly ever make fried chicken, I figured it would be something nice for them to have just this once for the week. And even though I am frying the chickpeas tonight, I probably won't make anything fried for like 2 weeks, since I'm doing fried twice in a week. And yeah, so that's pretty much how I do my menu planning. I mean, it's simple, and even though I waste food, even though the menu plan says no waste food menu planner, I waste food only because of the kids, well, mostly Journey. But I tried, this system seems to work, this planner seems to really work for me, because then I'm not buying duplicates, or I'm not missing out on something, and everything that we do buy at least gets eaten, so it's not a waste. But yeah, I hope this gives you some type of ideas on how I do my menu planning so that it's not hectic and crazy. And I was so happy when I found this, because this really helps me, especially with lunch, for not just the kids that go to school, but also for Journey and my nephew Vernon. So yeah, I hope this gives you some type of idea. This was kind of like a DIY idea that I saw on Pinterest. And yeah, it's just any picture frame that you have, print out the sheet and put it in there. You could just look on Pinterest for different menu planning. I think this sheet was actually for like an appointment type of thing, but I made it into a menu plan because I really don't need like the extra stuff that most menu plans come with. And this one works the best for me because I'm able to put in stuff that we already have and then set out the plan. I mean the meals for the week. But yeah, I hope this is very helpful, because I know for me, food shopping and planning meals for the week is stressful. I mean, I try to stick to it, but sometimes it doesn't happen that way. And the reason why I like incorporating vegan meals into our dishes is so that the kids don't think that it has to be a meat, a side, and a vegetable like my husband grew up and like how I grew up, because you know, sometimes not everybody eats like that. You know, not everybody eats meat. And I don't want my kids to assume that they always have to have meat in the meal. It can just be a salad, or it can be like chickpea patties, even though it resembles meat, but it's not really meat, if that makes sense. But yeah, so I hope this was helpful, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.
Yeah.